Greetings YouTube, DJ Bonebreaker here for yet another Fallout 4 settlement build. As you can see from the ginormous sign behind me, this time it's for Jamaica Plain, one of the smallest and more difficult to work with settlements in the game, but I'm rather pleased with how things turned out. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So yeah, as you can see here, we've got our sign from Griffith's Signs and Posters mod. We've got a guard post over here, like, you know, a little guard tower. And over here is a one of my patented machine gun and laser turret towers. And this is to guard against enemies that spawn out in this general direction, come through here to attack. And then inside this area here, we've got a what do you call it? Bunker Hill trade post, and see cricket here. And over here is the water supply for the settlement. And right here we've got a clothing shop. I based the design of this like kind of bump out clothing store off of some of these shops, including clothing shops that were along the streets of downtown Singapore when I visited when I was in the Navy. But I thought it was a good use for this, you know, kind of little area here next to this building that we can't build in. I also used some of the wall paint decals from the Snappy House kit to add them to the side of this building to make it look, you know, more interesting. Yeah, there's not much in the store. And where'd the vendor glitched up on the roof. Anyways, moving right along. So,
the only way you get old in this job is assume everyone's out to kill you.
So right, yeah, we've got our caravan post here, and then over here next to the guard tower, we've got one of the guard dogs, and our mute fruit, corn, and potato farm, which provides more than enough food for all the settlers here. And moving on to the next spot in our tour, we've got what I did with that structure that was here, that was completely boarded up, that you couldn't get into. Unfortunately, it was a single object as viewed using the Scrap Everything mod.
No, never. No, never, no more. I play the wild rover, no, never, no more.
And of course, Longfellow providing us with a nice musical interruption again. But anyways, so what I did was I just scrapped the entire structure, which included the foundation, which is a kind of wonky looking hole over here.
So damn hungry.
On this side of the structure. So I had to recreate like the entire foundation, try to line it up with this like retaining wall here and the steps over here, and I think I did a reasonably good job. It looks decent anyways. Still got a nice little alleyway that you can, you know, walk through to get from that street over to here. And yeah, this is obviously the generator providing power for the entire settlement.
That smell. Wish I had one of them pre-war breath.
And so what I did is I built this rather upscale little restaurant slash pub. I added this Nuka-Cola DLC signboard out front with this little house plant, which is from one of the, I think this is from the, what are they called? Picket Fences magazines will unlock these house plants. And since enemies spawn over this direction, I guess they're supposed to be coming from like Hyde Park. Prior to putting up like the walls on this floor, I snapped in this warehouse half floor here, and then I used these supports from the Snappy House Kit's fire escapes, modular fire escape section of the thing, and they fit perfectly over the outside of this thing, so it looks like it's, you know, like bolted onto the wall with these metal brackets here. And then I did the same thing for the third floor slash roof attic, you know, apartment area. So you've got 3 heavy laser turrets up there, and then 3 heavy machine gun turrets down there. And then I added some additional, like, you know, signage and greebles on this side. And inside here we've got our
Can't remember the
barkeep.
last time I had clean fingernails.
That's nice to know. And we got this sign from Griffith's Signs and Posters, which I had to use because it's pretty much a direct copy of the menu from the Monty Python's Flying Circus Spam sketch,
So
except they replace Spam with cram. I love it. Yeah, it even has the instead of lobster thermidor, Marlock thermidor, crevettes with a moray sauce garnished with truffle pate brandy and a fried egg on top and cram.
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
But anyways, they got the public restroom here. Yeah, not too fancy, it's just a typical restroom. And over here we've got some booths for seating, fancy soda machine and fancy soda machine operator. And then out this door here we've got a nice little patio with outdoor seating area in the back. And excuse me, Longfellow.
This soda's better than Nuka-Cola.
And here we have the kitchen
trouble, I hope.
with the fridge, stove, dish sink, and counter for like chopping stuff up, and a little radio for people to listen to. Radio's tuned to Diamond City Radio, which is why I don't have it on, because I don't want to get any copyright strikes for this video. Thank you very much. And up here we have like a little living room area with like a private bedroom right here for one of the settlers. Added, you know, a few little posters and things to give it a bit of nice ambiance. And then the bathroom is associated with that apartment. Again, nothing special, just a bathroom with a shower.
Not a bad job manning the soda fountain.
Right here, got a nice little balcony where you can look out over the view of the wasteland. And yeah, so let me close that door there. Right upstairs, not downstairs. Up here on the top floor, which is basically like attic apartment because it's got a mansard type roof. Got, oh hey, one of the settlers. This must be their apartment.
The farm's not much, but it's something.
They got, you know, desk, posters, couch, and of course their bed. And again, you got a pretty nice view from up here over the whole settlement. And of course, you know, you got the same style of bathroom, more or less, as the one downstairs.
So damn hungry. Maybe I'll get another drink.
Hi, how are you?
Excuse me, gorilla. I guess, you know, 800-pound gorilla can, you know, go wherever the heck he wants, right?
Hey,
What?
at least it's honest.
All they want are pipe pistols and stupid ammo. Or is the maniac slobbering for a mini nuke, am I right?
Oh, cricket. Anyways, got our other guard dog house here. We have 4 gorillas that patrol the settlement as well to help provide extra defense, but this is mostly original. Well, actually not really. I ended up scrapping and replacing the walls that had broken windows. I think this downstairs might be original as well, though. Actually, no, it's not, because it's got nice wallpaper. But yeah, I ended up scrapping this porch because the porch actually originally it wasn't like actually lined up with the thing. There's actually a decent sized gap between the wall and this the porch roof here, so I ended up replacing the porch. The stairs are original, and so is I think this section of wall over here. But I put some.
I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone.
Dang it, Longfellow. Anyways, but I put like a fresh wallpaper over the wall. But again, I basically replaced it with the same module from the Snappy House kit, but with, you know, fixed windows instead of broken one. And I put in a nicer bed up here. I kept the end tables though. I did put in this nicer dresser and got rid of the crib, and I put in like a kind of quasi bathroom area over here. Got, you know, private stall for the toilet, sink, and more or less private shower stall from the Homemaker Settlements Expanded mod. And of course I wired it up so it's got electricity, including for the original TV down here. I think these pieces of furniture are exactly where they originally were. So this is probably one of the biggest parts of the reconstruction, well, aside from, you know, completely replacing the boarded up house with that structure over there. But this is kind of like the Minutemen HQ building slash, you know, general apartment structure. And I decided to add like some additional Jamaica Plain signs from Griffith's Signs and Poster Mod, so people approaching from the other directions can see that yes, this is Jamaica Plain. And of course added these Minutemen logos so they know who's in charge over here. And down here, kind of out of the way, we've got a railroad symbol to symbolize that this is a safe settlement for synths who are fleeing. And over by the generator, I've got this general merchant stand who's manned by, I believe this guy's the second ghoul settler that I've got in my settlement. And I decided to kind of give him that kind of wasteland salvager, you know, scavenger look. I gave him an armored courser uniform. This got Mark V ballistic weave in it, and I gave him this Brotherhood of Steel scribe's headgear that I got off of a dead scribe from one of the numerous vertibirds that crashed around the Commonwealth. Like, honestly, I don't see how the Brotherhood of Steel still has vertibirds to send out on missions with how many they lose. But anyways, I'm really pleased with how this building turned out, so let's head on in. Some of these walls, like this one here, and these walls over here, these two walls over here, and this corner here are replacements for the original walls, but they're the exact same type of windows that were here. It's just, you know, fixed windows with fixed plaster, as opposed to the old Brody stuff and broken windows. Because I want to have, like, you know, nice windows for the settlement. And I turned this section down here where the workshop is into like a overall management slash workshop. Because you got the population management system computer here, power armor workstation here, some of my arcade creation club arcade machines here for the settlers to, you know, have fun with in the evenings. Weapons workbench here, armor workbench here, and then a scavenging station right here. And over here got like a little eating area with a kitchen slash laundry room, because you got dish sink, washer and dryer, kitchen counter, and cook stove. So this settlement is kind of like a bit of an inverse of Covenant, because it's got every workstation except the robot workstation, whereas, you know, Covenant had everything but the power armor workstation. And up here is kind of like the Minutemen barracks room, because they got, like, you know, 6 bunk beds here, well, 3 bunk beds, but 6 beds with 3 like kind of like
Crop's been growing pretty good.
Foot locker type dressers here, as well as 3 more along the wall for the people on the top bunks. It's like a radio and our scavenger settler right here. And it got like a, you know, standard bathroom, shower, and toilet and everything over here. Little area you can, you know, look out the window.
Huh?
And going upstairs here, once you get past the settler, is basically my and Piper's little penthouse suite. Got our bed, our dressers, little like study slash sitting area right over here. I decided to put up like this Jamaica Plain poster because I figured it'd be appropriate. And another poster right here with this map of like the Commonwealth over here above the bed. And then our bathroom here, pretty much standard, you know, shower, toilet, sink, mirror, what have you. Nice little view out the window over Hyde Park. Actually got plenty good view of like the entire Jamaica Plain area from up here in this room here. And I believe this speaker is supposed to be tuned to Radio Freedom, but because I don't have my typical radio on, it's not playing anything. But continuing upstairs, we got this cupola, I guess you call it. It gives you roof access, and on top of the roof we've got our Minutemen artillery, along with 4 heavy laser turrets, because there's another enemy spawn point that's down that direction. And also covering that enemy spawn point are 4 more heavy machine gun turrets on top of the shorter building's roof. But yeah, anyways, this is pretty much it for the Jamaica Plain settlement build. I do wish that Bethesda would have given us just a little bit more space to play with, like maybe extend the settlement boundary to that street corner there, so that way it covers this whole like area between these roads here. But I guess they had their reason for not doing that. Anyways, hope you like this settlement build, and I'll see you sometime soon for the next one.